Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Tuesday, June 2nd, 2009. This morning I thought I'd go through character-by-character validation of an input field in VisualWorks. I bring this up because I was asked this question this morning in a Google chat. So, to give you an idea, I have a little GUI here that I built. Here's my input field, and if I go over to the properties sheet, I've just given the aspect of this numbers, and if I go over here to set up validation, I want to get this check numbers field : on changes. If I just wanted notification, I could put a similar method name here. Notice it takes an argument. The argument's going to be the controller for that field, and I'll show you how to get the actual character when we go to examining the method. So once you've installed this, what you need to do then is go over to the browser, go down to your package. Here's my Numcheck UI. And I go to post open with. I want to make one change here. I want this to be a character by character check, not a on tab or return. If I wanted to just validate the whole thing at once, that'd be fine. I could leave things alone. But I want a character by character, so I'm going to grab the controller for this ID field, and then controller continuous accept : true, and that will change the behavior so that every time I type a character or delete a character, I will get sent my validation method. So I want to bring the browser over to this check numbers field method that I've implemented. Takes the controller as an argument, and then I'm just going to set up a little validation routine. I have all the numbers that are valid for input here, and I'm going to go to the controller, go to the view, get the display contents text as string, and that'll give me back the full contents that are currently entered. Now you might wonder why I can't just go to the controller's model. So let's put in a breakpoint here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and open this up now. And if I start typing something that's obviously invalid like a D, it's going to go in here. And if I go to the controller itself, so let's double click there, and I go to the model, you notice that this is empty. There's a reason for that. I haven't validated this field yet, so the model has nothing in it. I have to get through this method before that D gets into the model, or doesn't, depending on whether it was valid or not. So what I need to do is I need to have this run through to the end, and to get the current thing that's currently displayed, as opposed to what's valid, I do this. Grab the view, grab its display contents, its text, and that'll give me a text object, so I send as string, and then I just check to see if it's empty. If it's not empty, I return true, or if it is empty rather, I return true because, okay, I don't care if you've not entered anything. And then finally I check the first character. Oh, got a mistake here. I check the last character, which I apparently can't spell, so I check the last character. Let's remove that, and now I can run through and it'll tell me whether it's true or not. I'll go and hit 1. I'll try to close this. It'll be fine. Now let's do this. Let's try to enter a D. Notice what's going to happen. It's not going to let me close this. Now you might wonder why it's not letting me close. Well, let's put a breakpoint in here and I'll show you. I'm going to now try to close it, and you'll see that it's actually calling my method and it's returning false out of it. And the reason for that is that down here in request for window close, it's going to ask whether or not the state is such that it can be closed. Since I have this validation method returning false, it's not allowing me to do it. So I'm going to return that. I'm going to replace this with 1, let that run through, and then just close the window. So that's how you do character by character validation. You write a method like this, you need to check the view's contents as opposed to the controller's model, or the view's model for that matter, because at this point you don't have all the current text since it hasn't run through this logic yet. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.